Hi, I'm Hal Aldridge. I'm the founder of Secmation. We're going to be talking about securing unmanned systems today, specifically our Phase 2 SBIR with the Office of Naval Research. When I founded Secmation, the idea was to put together two parts of my career. I started off in unmanned systems, working with NASA and Northrop Grumman to develop unmanned applications. Then I switched to information security, where I designed systems to protect government classified information. So the concept behind Secmation is security and automation. Really looking at the needs of autonomous systems. They can be unmanned systems, industrial control systems, or other applications where computers are controlling real-world technology. These systems are now becoming targets of advanced cyber attacks and also are being deployed in some very interesting applications that we believe our technology will enable. So Secmation has been around since 2017. Our focus has been on developing cybersecurity technologies for a lot of different applications. We have been successful in capturing several Phase 2 SBIR awards, including the ones we're talking about today. We have worked with Missile Defense Agency, Air Force Research Lab, and others, really trying to develop those technologies that can push the state of the art in cybersecurity, but have applications in unmanned systems and other relevant defense areas. We're also building a base of teaming partners that allow us to ensure that the technology can be transitioned. So representative of our success in government contracting is a recent award that we have gotten partnered with Applied Research Associates to support NIWC Pacific in unmanned systems development. We'll be providing cybersecurity engineering and services on the contract. We have multiple technologies that we're intending to transition, including the work we're going to describe in this presentation that we're doing for Office of Naval Research. So the challenge we're trying to address with this SBIR is in the need to rapidly develop technologies in unmanned systems to be deployed to the fleet. The Office of Naval Research has got several challenges they're trying to meet. They're trying to develop the next generation technologies, be they algorithms, flight control systems, and other technologies that are really pushing the state of the art. But their challenge is that they need to be able to develop and test these systems, but the security certifications and other requirements for flight are getting in the way. Specifically in the security areas, those requirements are changing rapidly. They're getting more complex and more difficult for the developers to be able to address. Also, secure supply chains and other uh, challenges are not enabling them to get what they need to be able to develop the next generation systems. So a key requirement for our technology is really to be able to support the transition to operational use. There's a lot of R&D technologies for rapid prototyping out there. A lot of them are used in various applications, from unmanned underwater systems to surface systems and others. But the big key for us is making sure that the security is baked in as part of the process. So it's not an afterthought. It's actually part of the development process that is putting the right security controls, meeting the right requirements, and doing the right things that allow these technologies to rapidly deploy to the fleet. So our solution to accomplish this goal is Secure Modular Unmanned Aerial Systems, SecMUAS. It's a rapid prototyping system that bakes in cybersecurity as part of the design process. The designer would work on their laptop or workstation, where they would use a graphical user interface to connect different reusable software blocks into a design. That design would be checked for compliance with cybersecurity requirements, be built and could be loaded onto a secure control unit, which is another part of our architecture, which runs on the vehicle and implements the security functions during flight. We are in the middle of development right now. A lot of our development will be completed in July of 22, which includes the second release of the SecMUAS toolset, which includes the graphical interface, build system, and other features I just mentioned. And we'll be doing Group 1, small Group 2 flight demonstrations to show performance and security operations. So looking ahead to the program, we are about 2/3 through of our base program. We have delivered the initial software tools to several naval warfare centers for their evaluation. In the March-April time of this year, we will be doing our initial flight tests with prototypes that were designed using the system. We're going to continue our software release schedule and looking for that transition into the option program later this year. So we believe SecMUAS has a lot of different key advantages here. One is automating the software prototyping process, which is a benefit in itself that allows for code reuse, allows for a lot of the technologies that have been developed from different sources to be integrated. But the key thing here, again, is automating the cybersecurity compliance. Our system builds in the necessary security controls that enables the requirements to be met. There's a concept that buzzword that a lot of folks are maybe familiar with now called DevSecOps. The concept there is putting security into software development operations. We see SecMUAS as a enabler. It's actually an automated tool that is basically performing DevSecOps for unmanned systems. But the big key here is really reducing time to get to operational use. The security certification cycles can be very painful, especially for folks that have not gone through them before or understand the requirements. We worked a lot with some of the organizations that are defining those requirements. We understand them, and we understand how SecMUAS can be used to support those certification activities through automated document generation and other type things that allows these systems to quickly deploy. So to enable transition to the fleet, we're looking to begin the phase 2 option, as I mentioned, in the next few months. Key thing there is finding early adopters. We're really looking for the folks that want to use this, that see the benefit, have the need to be able to get through their certification cycles, and really focus on that operational transition. We do see this continuing after the phase 2 option, to continue the development, to add security features, to support many different types of vehicles, including unmanned ground vehicles, surface vehicles, and others. So we see this as an ongoing development program. So for market analysis, we see several different ways to generate revenue from this technology. Our technology is a combined hardware and software technology. So we talked a lot about the software and what we're doing, but also the key piece of our hardware is a secure control unit. The idea there is that this is the root of trust. This is the computer module that has the known secure supply chain that enables the security to work and do what it says it's supposed to do. We also see some ongoing revenue from licensing and maintenance. The idea is that these cybersecurity technologies, like all others, requires ongoing maintenance to ensure that they're addressing the threats as they evolve to these types of systems. So for transition, we see several different users of this technology. Some could be lab users, R&D users, the folks that are developing the new technologies, but they can also be the contractors, the companies that are developing the systems around these technologies. These systems can be deployed in a lot of different environments, again, not just air, but ground, underwater, surface, and so forth. So we see there's a lot of variation that could happen there. Another key is that the transition can enable those rapid deployments, so it saves time and cost to the developers. Also, although we've talked about this in the context of building full systems, they can also be used to develop subsystems. So if there's a existing vehicle system that has new or significantly upgraded payloads, comm packages, and so forth, this system will allow rapid development. Also, a lot of common interfaces that will allow these systems to be changed out rapidly. Another key point here is that these technologies can enable the Navy to meet some of their goals for getting away from proprietary systems. We see this as a security architecture that can enable that rapid prototyping or that rapid modularity that enables these systems to evolve over time with technologies from different sources, different vendors, that keeps them current. So in conclusion, we'd like to discuss your security needs. We talked a lot about our work with ONR, but we have a lot of other security technologies we've developed for Missile Defense Agency, Air Force Research Lab, and others, and applications from hypervisors to industrial control systems to others. So we believe there's a lot of pieces that we can help for both defense, industrial, and commercial use. Please take a look at our website, www.secmation.com, for a brief overview of our technologies, and our contact information is here. Please reach out to have further discussions. Thanks a lot.